Welcome to RVing in New England, the nation's only forum that puts you on stage with some of the biggest names in the RV industry. And now your hosts, John DePietro and Bob Zagami.
Good evening, Mr. DePietro.
Good evening, Mr. Zagami. I see you from behind the billboard.
You can. Maybe I should take the billboard down.
There we go.
I am much better looking than the billboard, so I should probably take that down.
That's subject to discussion.
Man, I don't know how we're going to squeeze all this stuff into tonight's show. This is
what broadcasting is all about. We're working on the fly here. We're going to make it happen, and this is going to be a great show because I feel it in my bones that Boston this weekend is going to be an absolute stunning success for all parties concerned.
I agree. There's a lot of chatter on the web. We're getting a lot of response to the television commercial. We're getting a lot of comments on the sneak peek. So yeah, I agree with the great weather forecast. I hope they don't skip out and go to the beach, but certainly not a January forecast for Boston.
Well, hey, let's take advantage of it because a couple years ago or several years ago on move-in day, which they start moving in today or tomorrow?
Yes. Yeah.
We had 20 inches of snow.
Yep.
And you know what? Good weather today. I think it's supposed to rain a little bit on Friday, but you know what? You don't have to shovel rain.
Nope. So you didn't see, Carolyn sent me a picture of the storage staging area. So there's plenty of RVs there ready to go. And speaking about Carolyn, why don't we bring up our first guest because we are going to go crazy tonight with all this fanfare and all these, but we had to bring up the most important person for us because she's shaking her head. Look at she. Yeah, I agree, Bob. That's a hell of an idea, Bob.
Carolyn, you're assuming that person is you. Oh, we don't have her sound.
We need your mic.
There you go. Yeah, I was saying I'm like the buffalo chicken wings on this show. You have I'm just the appetizer. You have lots and lots of good stuff tonight.
Yeah, Carolyn. It's really great, and it's great to be back working with you and Gary and the Paragon team. And
how many years is this now?
It's like give or take 10.
It's 10 years. Our first one with Paragon was in 2013. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, wow. Absolutely.
We've come a long way, baby.
We certainly have.
So, Carolyn, tell our fans the role that you'll be playing this weekend and why this show is so important to the RV people in New England.
Sure. You know what? We just ease the way. We make sure that the building is set up for them and that they know what time to show up, that the place is clean and ready for them to do business and lights are on and it's comfortable in the facility. And then we get people in the door, quickly and efficiently. And then the exhibitors do their thing. We have a great menu of exhibitors this year. And as always, I'm super excited about the seminar program. We have some great speakers. Once again, we're going to have a sort of a lifestyle stage and a technical stage, which I'm sure you'll talk a little bit more about. But that's always a good place to start. You take a little walk around and then it's great to sit down and have someone you can ask questions to, take advantage of one of your great seminars, Bob, where you kind of do the 101 of owning, buying, picking, and maintaining an RV. And then you're just set up to enjoy the show. So there's a lot to see. People need to pace themselves and plan to spend a long time at the show because there's lots to do.
Yep.
Bring good shoes.
Absolutely.
We had so many dealers wanting space this year that we have moved up the seminars to the second floor, which I think is a plus. You go to the back of the hall, you go up the escalator. They're quiet. You can spend more time with the speakers afterwards, and that will work out very well because
no distractions. It's an escalator, an elevator right away. The food court's up in that area too, so if you want to grab a bite, you can do that. And it's just a little bit more immersive and less distraction, so you can really enjoy the programming.
Yeah. Yep. Now, Carolyn, I'm sure you would agree that there's so many stars to this show. First of all, the Paragon people who get the show set up, the vendors, whether it be campground people, whether it be product people, or whether it be dealers.
Yeah.
But would you agree with me that the real stars of the show are the customers and the clients who show up on Friday through Monday to enjoy the show? Because
absolutely,
we don't have a show, right?
Absolutely. No, we're just, so pleased. Even last year when it was kind of a tough year with, COVID restrictions and things like that, that so many people still made it out to the show. Now this year, there's no mask requirement. There's none of that pesky business with having to proof of vaccination or anything like that. If people are more comfortable wearing masks, by all means, don't feel shy. But we're just looking forward to getting back to sort of normal and hopefully seeing, the kind of crowds that we saw, the year before last. Last year was a slightly lower attendance show because of all that was going on, but there's just no reason to not come out and enjoy. I think it's going to be 55 degrees on Friday.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And the good news is we don't have to worry about being up against a Patriots game.
I know, that's for sure. But the exhibitors are really chomping at the bit to greet and enjoy some time with the attendees. And, we hope people will come all 4 days. I just want to remind people that Monday is a school holiday, so it's a great time to come. And on Monday, we do something special for military and active military and veterans where our sponsor, VA Healthcare, sponsors free admission for those folks. So we do ask that they bring some sort of valid, proof of service, that kind of thing, and like a military ID or something like that, veterans card. But, when they present that, they get in free. So we can't wait to see our vets and to enjoy their company and to have them at the show.
Yeah, and you're right. The VA has been a tremendous sponsor for the time that they've been associated with the show, and they have a display also on that first row.
Yeah.
So any veterans that go stop in and meet Dave and his team and get the latest booklet and the latest benefits and ask any questions that you want, because they can direct you to the appropriate people in facility. You're right. Yep.
It's really a great effort that they do. Every day is a good day to come to the show. A lot of people will come on Friday night and really kind of sort of get the lay of the land. And, if you're in discussion with a dealership about a purchase or something like that, we give them, some extra tickets to invite you back with. So if people want to come back, for to continue conversations or to make final decisions, things like that, we're going to be pretty flexible in easing their way back into the show. The tickets that they buy, adults are 17, children, just to go over that, children 6 to 12 are $7 and under 6 are free. They are 1-day tickets, but as I said, if you would like to come back to finish a conversation or to purchase an RV, we will smooth your way, no problem.
Yeah. And Carolyn, every year some children leave toys in the RVs, or mom and dad leave their phones in the RV, and it's kind of difficult trying to figure which one of the 300 RVs have your phone. So explain the process if people lose something and how to get it back.
Oh, sure. It happens all the time. Phones are the worst, but but we have the dealers just bring anything that gets found in their vehicles up to the front desk, which says exhibitor registration on it. So if you're ever looking for something, just come visit us in the lobby at the exhibitor registration counter. And if you need to leave and you haven't found your item, we'll take your information. And if it shows back up, we will contact you. And then we'll leave that whole document with the security folks at the convention center. So, if things show up later,
that's great.
We can reunite people.
Any questions before we let Carolyn go, John?
Yeah, we do. We just want to tell Carolyn that in the last couple of years, Carolyn, the crowds were so busy at the opening in the morning. Zagami and I were trying to get video, and you, because of the crowds, we were forced to let them in 15 minutes early.
I know. Yeah, well, it was so cold that morning. We didn't want to queue people in the cold. Yeah. But I think we're going to have better weather this time. There's one other thing I wanted to add, and that is to suggest that people bring one of these, not to give any of my favorite supermarkets a plug here, but it's really great to bring something with you that you can collect all of the great documentation and things that the dealerships are going to give you. Some of the dealerships give those out, some of the vendors give them out, but to be eco-friendly and everything, bring your own bag, stuff it full of stuff, and then go home, spread it all over the floor, and have some fun.
Right. And you were talking about leaving anything in an RV. By the way, folks, if any of you find a lottery ticket in the RV. Don't bring it. Don't bother Carolyn with it. Just bring it to me. I'll be wearing the same thing I have on right now.
Exactly.
I'll gladly take it off your hands.
Exactly. Well, we just hope everyone has a great time. We're looking forward to seeing some of your guests tonight, live and in person. We welcome Girl Camper and all the minions who will come to see them, and just the whole good crowd of speakers and dealers and vendors. We can't wait to see everybody. And you guys.
All right, Carolyn, thanks very much. Yeah.
All right, cheers.
Before we bring our next set of guests on, we should also let folks know that this show is sponsored by Lee's RV and Autos in Ellington, Connecticut. And they have a great selection of teardrop trailers by Little Guy. They're the big Little Guy dealer.
Yeah,
believe it or not.
Gracie sent me a new video. So we'll play the video and then we'll bring the camper in chief up. How's that?
Great.
Thanks, Carolyn.
Night, guys.
Thanks, Carolyn.
Hi, everyone. Stephanie and Grace here over at Lee's Auto and RV Ranch. We just wanted to take some time and explain why the Little Guy campers are in such high demand. Throughout the highs and lows of the market, the demand for the Little Guy teardrop campers has remained strong. And as one of New England's biggest teardrop dealers, we just wanted to explain why.
One of the biggest reasons for this is a lot of people don't want to upgrade their tow vehicles by a $50,000 to $70,000 tow truck to tow those big trailers. They want to keep what they have right now, an SUV, small SUV, and tow the teardrops. The 3 teardrops we have in stock range from 1,800 to 2,500 pounds, so very lightweight. We have 3 different floor plans, and we are bringing them all to the Boston RV show, which is going on this month, the 13th through the 16th, and we're going to have a display there, so stop by and see us and see why these trailers are so popular.
Come check us out.
And Stephanie and Faith at the show this weekend, and
do such a great job.
Yeah, they've been sponsoring us since January. All right, I know somewhere out there is the camper in chief, or the Pied Piper of the girl campers. There she is in the hotel room. She's so cold, John. She hasn't even taken her jacket off yet,
and nor has she turned her mic on.
Right, you got to turn your mic on, Janine.
Okay,
there we go. Can we see me? I know I've got every light in my hotel room on.
It
go
works
in the lavatory.
It works a lot better with the microphone.
Yeah,
it does, huh?
Yeah. So welcome back to Boston.
So happy to be here.
We're breaking records on our live audience tonight. Do you notice that? In fact, we haven't talked to the live audience.
We should. And we should tell Kevin Roque that if he doesn't have plans for Friday night, we would certainly allow him to take us to dinner.
He could take us to dinner. Sure. Let's just see who we have here, because we have got a big audience. So Janine might know somebody, Jim Conboy and Dante Vespinati, Jim Roy from Silver.
Am I ready, Jim?
Wait,
his
Bob.
wife, Arlene.
You mentioned you didn't mention Tanya.
Tanya is with Lippert. Yeah, I talked to her a little while ago. So she's on the other end there, and we'll have her up in about 15 or 20 minutes. And Janine, if you saw Jim's parking lot, if you saw all the Airstream and vintage trailers that this guy has, he's not going to come up for air for a couple of years.
He's in high demand.
Okay, and Horky is on, so I assume he's back from Marco Island. Good evening, guys. Looking forward to seeing you both at the Boston show this weekend and then Tampa show next week. Yes, sir. And Kevin, as we've said many a time, we really appreciate what Kevin does for our dealers. He's probably one of the hardest working manufacturers reps out there, and he represents Cougar and works with Chrissy Spencer. And Janine, you gotta introduce me to Chrissy this year. We cannot go another show without me meeting her. Megan O'Donnell Clements. Good evening, Megan. That sounds like a new name. Glad you could join us.
Teresa. Hi, y'all. She must be from down south. Is she one of your people, Janine?
Megan, I don't know. We have a lot of Megans, but I don't know everybody's last name.
Megan, tell us where you're from in the meantime.
Yes.
Teresa
says, good evening from Girl Camper, Iowa. That's one of yours. Janine Pennant, you said hello.
Yeah.
Kim Foley McKinnon.
You know her.
Mass State Director, we know Kim. Robert Bouchard. Michael DePietro. The other DePietro is in the house.
Well, he was at 703. He may not be now.
He's getting all excited about his trip to the Daytona 500. Tanya, hey, Bob and Grace. Jerry Plant, there's shoveling rain in California. Wasn't that horrible? Even Pebble Beach. Kevin, did you happen to see the pictures of Pebble Beach? They had to close it today. It took, I think, half the course out. It was horrible. Diane McNamara, Carolyn is a rock star. If you say so, Diane, we believe it. Robert McCarran, who's coming on later, excited to see the sights from the Boston RV and Camping Expo. Lisa McDermott, who was on with Janina last month, telling us about the Christmas gifts on from South Dakota. Estelle, have a question. Does anyone know when we can make reservations for Salisbury Beach? I don't know, but I think Jerry Plant or Frank Cates, if Frank Cates is on, he'll tell you. Tanya, how many scouts do we have in the house night? Yeah, any Lippert scouts? Tanya's going to be talking about that in a little while. Robert says, hi, Girl Camper and Lippert Scouts, my community friends. Heading down to the show on Saturday. All right, Sunday. We'll look at Dan, Robert, Lisa. Okay, Estelle again. Wow, look at this. It's crazy. Aaron, representing Lippert Scouts. Woot, woot. Any other scouts in here? I think there may be. We're breaking records on the attendance tonight. All right, Janine, tell us about this exciting adventure. We're going to set the standard for all the RV shows in the country, right?
Yeah, we're just, Bob, we're reinventing RV shows, right? We love an RV show. It's a great thing to do in the winter, just to kill a day, just get out of the cold and meet friends and see new things. But we also want to be looking at what inspires us about this lifestyle. So it was really your idea. You brought it to me and said, wouldn't it be great to do a girl camper pavilion? Because that's what we do at Girl Camper. We inspire people to go places and do things. So your idea that I glommed right on was, let's create a pavilion. Let's bring in our friends that help us, our Lippert Scout friends. Lippert is there building this community of people that help you enjoy the outdoors, overcome obstacles that you have. We love partnering with them. And then we've brought in Camco, who has been the longest sponsor Girl Camper has ever had. Camco has been sponsoring Girl Camper since 2014. It's crazy. We love working with them. They make every product for the boat and RV that you would ever need for the great outdoors, barbecuing, everything, tailgating. And so Lippert and Camco are here with us, but we have a new sponsor at Girl Camper too, and that is Progressive Insurance. And we're having a blast with Progressive.
They know a little bit about RVs, don't they?
Yeah, so they're all going to be in our pavilion there, and it's just going to be a little oasis at the show, a place to come in, sit down, put up your feet, talk to our sponsors, play a few games, win a few prizes.
That's fantastic. We'll appreciate you introducing them to us. Some of them are new to us, which is always good. And we want to bring some of them up, and they're going to talk about their engagement with you and what people should look for. And why don't we start with Progressive Insurance, right? Yeah, let's see if Melissa's up there. And I'm going to push you off on a side there, Janine. But
that's okay. Go talk to them.
Yeah, we can have four. I'm going to keep you
have
up.
Me anytime. Go talk to the other people.
We want to give them the time. Melissa, welcome back.
Hi.
And tell
Hi,
the
Janine.
Hi, Melissa. Nice meeting you.
You too. Hey, Bob. Hey, John.
Hi. Yeah.
Melissa, you have lighting where you are, or are you in a tunnel somewhere trying to get from the airport to...
This is as light as it gets in Cleveland.
That's not bad. That'll do.
I'll lean in.
Yeah, lean in.
Tell us about Progressive and what they have to offer RVers, because you do an awful lot of advertising. So they might know the name, but they may not know the strength behind the company.
Oh my goodness. Well, Progressive has been one of the leading insurance companies for many, many years. You will see us on a lot of commercials. But you know, what I'm here to talk about is the excitement in the new year with RVs. And that's what I do for a living all day long, just like you guys. I enjoy your show. So I'm really excited to be a part of this and talk about RVs with you and how fun it can be to insure them.
Hey, Melissa, I think one thing that's important that I'm sure that you pointed out when you talk to people is that you need specific RV insurance.
Yes.
It's not just like adding it onto your homeowners. If you're dealing with, your auto and home policy, somebody that may not be as attuned to it as you folks, our owners, our viewers might have the wrong kind of insurance.
Exactly. You're right, John. And, there's nothing more exciting than getting started RVing any way you like, and as you start with, I know you just showed us some teardrops, and some people start and then build on. But if you think that your auto coverage will cover it, some liability coverage is following the tow vehicle. But the one thing you want to make sure is, am I insured? Is my RV insured against things like, what if a tree limb fell on it? What if someone hit it? What if I back into someone else? So there's a lot of things to think about, and we all want to protect our toys. So anyone that loves RVs is going to love talking about how can you protect it the best way. And that's what we do best at Progressive.
Yep. Perfect.
That's fantastic. And I'm sure that the girl campers will spread the word come this weekend and make sure that we do you service and justice by being in the show. We certainly appreciate your support in Girl Camper. Tell us a little bit about your relationship with Girl Camper.
Well, Girl Camper, I see myself like in their pictures when I'm looking, Janine, and talking with Diane, and just the fact that when we look at a traditional RV customer, it can be anyone, a family, a single person. We're seeing a big growth in a lot of people solo camping. So that's something we haven't seen in a long time. So really, the excitement of getting out on the open road and providing you the coverages that you need to be safe and feel protected, not only your vehicle, but yourself while you're out there. Right, Janine?
Melissa, can I just tell you a little quick Progressive story? So I got Progressive insurance with my very first RV, and it's a little list of all the little things you could add on. And because I'm a solo woman traveler, I thought I checked a few of those boxes. And one of the boxes I checked is that my insurance would cover towing of my RV as well as my tow vehicle. So if my tow vehicle broke down, my tow company for my truck would tow that, but I need my camper towed away too. So I got that through Progressive. Not 3 months later, I'm on the Pennsylvania Turnpike and my truck has a catastrophic breakdown. And so I had Progressive. They came out, they flatbedded my truck and they towed my trailer, dropped my trailer off at the campground. The tow truck driver got out and set it up for me. Then we went together and dropped my truck off. And then he gave me a ride back to my camper.
How about that? But I mean, it's stories like that every day where you're really making a difference in someone's life, and
peace of mind.
It's peace of mind, but yeah,
it's peace of mind because nobody knows how to read those.
You guys, if you were to, I know you guys do a lot of onboarding, Bob, with people that are new to the RV industry, but talking about those basics and what you really need to be covered. Not only do we offer, what traditional insurance you would be looking for, but Progressive has been inventing coverages, things like at your show this weekend in Boston, you're going to be buying a new vehicle. we offer total loss replacement. So if your vehicle is in a total loss during your first 5 years, we'll provide you with a new one.
Okay, I've got to cut you because we have a big list of people. I would let you go. What?
Before you
have me back?
Before you do, there's two things there. Jim Conboy, put his thing up.
Okay.
Over on the right. Jim Conboy, third from the bottom. Okay, unsolicited.
Look at all of these things.
Do a lot of progressive claims. Great company to work with. Now, he runs a company that repairs RV roofs. Okay, and then two people down. Megan O'Donnell Clemens.
Oh my goodness, she had a tree limb fall directly through her bathroom shower skylight. Oh my gosh.
We could do a whole hour, but in fairness to the rest of the Girl Camper sponsors and the rest of our guests, Melissa, thank you very much. We're gonna have you back for a full hour.
Have us back. Let's meet around the campfire virtually.
Especially before we get into camping season, but we want to have you back, and thank you for coming on tonight, and thank you for supporting the Girl Camper.
I will talk about a roof protection based on Megan's story the next time, okay?
All right.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thanks, Janine. Thanks, John. Thanks, Bob. Bye.
And we go to Cleveland.
All right, now we are now going to go to Lippert Scouts, Eric and Tanya.
Girl, Tanya.
Janine, I've got to drop you down to pick up a screen, Janine.
That's okay. I'm good.
Where are you? Yeah, but I lost her down here.
She's there.
I know, but she isn't supposed to be there. I'm trying to figure out. Let me see something here. Okay, I got Eric. All right, Janine, do me a favor. Cut yours off and then come back in. I'll keep you in the lobby. We want to get Tanya up there.
Sure can.
All right.
Okay, that's not enough. Okay, there I am.
There we are.
Oh, okay. There you go. You can stay that way. Okay. Wow. All right. So now we got a double header with Lippert. And if there's anybody out there that doesn't know the Lippert name, I'm going to cancel the program.
Time out.
We want to Petro.
When you said double header, were you looking at Eric's name, or is that just coincidence?
No, it was just my brilliance off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I don't have to read scripts. We don't have scripts on this program.
Right. Well, we know Eric's name. Tanya, we got to figure out, how do you say your last name, Tanya?
Zikafus. And spoiler alert, my first name's actually Tanya, but I go by T because it's just easier for everyone to remember.
Tanya, not Tanya.
Well, let's see. I go by Z because that's easier to remember than Zagami.
There we go.
Eric, tell us a little bit before you introduce Tanya. T and Z.
Bob, I'm with Progressive. So I was here with Melissa.
That's right.
Oh, you're the other guy. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Sorry, no wonder you got Progressive on the background.
I said, get Bill Sell to do this, Sagami.
All right, Eric, thank you. I'm going to put you back down.
Absolutely. Thank
Eric,
you.
Eric, you did great.
Bye, Eric.
That's 30 seconds of fame.
Now, Tanya, do we have any? There's no other Lippert people on here, are there?
It's just me tonight.
That's
I mean,
true.
there's a lot of us in the comments. Does that
You didn't bring Jared?
So talk about anything you want to talk about, Tanya.
Oh, okay.
But it can't be DePietro. You can't talk about DePietro.
Just say what a Lippert Scout is.
Yes. So my name is Tanya Zigfus. I work on the customer experience team, just for a little background, at Lippert. And the Lippert Scouts is a virtual online community, very much like Girl Camper. Actually got a lot of its inspiration through the COVID time period when no one could really come together. And it was really born out of this desire to get a better understanding of the end user or customer's camping experience. So whether that's, we're largely in the RV space, of course, but then we're also in the marine, automotive, and a few other outdoor industries too. So really a community that's designed for us as a company to learn and understand what campers' experiences are, and then hopefully take that feedback internally to Lippert so that we can learn, there we are, that we can learn how we can improve their experience or what we can learn from them in general.
Well, what does this one mean? if they're interested in shaping the future, how do people become a Lippert Scout?
So great question. We have two options. If people are already on Facebook, fabulous. You can go to Lippert Scouts, the community, and we're on Facebook. You can just join and we'll add you. We also, sort of new to our 2022 calendar, add our very own Lippert Communities app. So it's the same group, Lippert Scouts. It's just two different platforms depending on what works best for you. Oh, there I am.
We like to do that every once in a while so they can get to know you a little bit better.
You're not in a trailer, are you?
No, it's actually in the process of being packed up for Tampa. So this is just as close as I can possibly get. But this is our Lippert Scoutmobile, which is an RV that has been transformed into a podcast studio, / office. So it's pretty cozy.
Did we see that in Elkhart, Bob?
Yes, we saw it. No, we saw it at the Alliance RV rally when we were emceeing.
It travels all over the place.
So, T, you going to Tampa?
I am. Yes.
Oh, well, we'll see you there.
That's what Bob was telling me.
Yeah. We'll see you there. I think it's important to point out that the name Lippert appears on virtually every aspect of an RV these days as they continue to acquire new companies. But you know what? We can talk about it all day, and T can talk about it all day. But I think the best endorsement of the company is the one that Trick Mobile RV Services, our friend Ryan, put up. Bob, can you find that there?
Is he close to the bottom?
He's 4 up from the bottom.
There you go. This is our independent mobile tech, one of the best ones in New England. He's a member of NERBDA and knows how to service customers and appreciates his relationship with Lippert. All right, Ryan. Walter says he will see us in Tampa.
Yay!
Oh, yeah, but he'll also see us in Boston.
That's right. He'll see us in Boston before he goes to Tampa.
Yeah.
And join us. So Annie, I assume Annie is a member from the way she wrote that?
Yes.
Is there a cap on the number of Lippert Scouts, or can anybody that's an RVer that likes Lippert join the group?
Anybody who RVs, doesn't matter what brand of RV you have, and you don't even have to like Lippert. We would love to talk to you even if you don't, so we can understand why you don't like us. That's part of the whole deal, right? It's feedback.
That's great marketing strategy. You're right.
That's too funny. And
I always used to ask my salesman when I owned my imaging company, was it more important to understand how you won the deal, or is it more important to understand how you lost the deal? And my philosophy was more important on the lost one, so you don't make that same mistake
over again.
Right.
And you know what mistake we can't make over again is forgetting our sponsor. So, you know what? We got to get them queued up, Sagami, and ready to go, so you don't bring the wrong person on or hit the wrong button like you've noted to do.
I am entitled. When
are you going to bring Jared with you, Tom?
Hi everyone, Stephanie and Grace here over at Lee's Auto and RV Ranch. We just wanted to take some time and explain why the little guy campers are in such high demand. Throughout the highs and lows of the market, the demand for the little guy teardrop campers has remained strong. And as one of New England's biggest teardrop dealers, we just wanted to explain why.
One of the biggest reasons for this is a lot of people don't want to upgrade their tow vehicles, buy a $50,000 to $70,000 tow truck to tow those big trailers. They want to keep what they have right now, an SUV, small SUV, and tow the teardrops. The 3 teardrops we have in stock range from 1,800 to 2,500 pounds, so very lightweight. We have 3 different floor plans, and we are bringing them all to the Boston RV show, which is going on this month, the 13th through the 16th, and we're going to have a display there. So stop by and see us and see why these trailers are so popular.
Come check us out.
Look at that. Come check us out.
I don't want to get too close to Stephanie. I think she's practicing her gunshots there. Well, Tanya, T, I really appreciate you coming on. Anything else that we should know about Lippert Scouts, or new things coming down the pike?
Oh, always. I would say For those of you who are maybe less familiar with Lippert as a company, what people think we do more often than not is build RVs, just because we make so many things that go on them. So we're a component company, but we want to fill in, and we do fill in all of the outdoor spaces. So again, largely RV, marine, automotive. But Lippert Scouts specifically is really become a large focus for our company in the last couple of years, because it's allowed us to move forward in a lot of different ways, and a lot of initiatives like our RV Owners School, which is owners being able to come in and learn about Lippert products, hosted by Lippert. That came out of a Scout idea. We have a new Serve initiative that's kind of a philanthropy program that allows, whether you're staying in one place or you're traveling in your RV, to be able to give back to whatever community you're in. And that also came out of feedback from our scouts. So it's been not only product specific feedback, but then also just people telling us about their experiences with their camping, again, whether it's product related or not, but also how they want to give back, and just letting us know about it. And we've been able to take action on a lot of those things. So it's been a really cool thing to be a part of.
Important. And it's also one of the things that maybe the people don't know about Lippert, but under Jason Lippert's leadership, and when he came and took over the company, he changed the entire culture of the company. I do a couple of shows on that, but speak to that and why that's important to the employees, because we all know if your employees are happy, your customers are happy. But there is a very unique culture at Lippert. Do you want to speak to that quickly before I bring up our next guest?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the opportunity to do that. You'll actually hear Jason say that a lot, that if employees feel valued and taken care of, then our customers as Lippert employees will as well. There's a huge focus that really goes into our personal and professional development, which at a base level makes any human feel valued, but Lippert backs it up. They give us tools and resources. We have a whole team of people dedicated just to leadership development. And then there's just this constant effort of pouring from top leadership down into everyone in the company, so that everyone feels like they matter. We have core values that keep us aligned and help us hold each other accountable. And it's always top of mind, again, from Jason all the way down. So it really creates this contagious culture. And even more cool to see is how it's trickled into our Scout community and just continued to flourish through that too.
T, thank you very much. And
thank you
for joining us tonight, and the support that you give to Janine and the Girl Camper.
Absolutely. It's an honor for us.
All right.
Yes. Thank you, T.
You're welcome.
See you soon.
All right, Eric, you waited patiently, and you got a new light on your face. That's good. That's good. We can see who you are now.
It's not Eric.
No, that's Noah.
Eric.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah, Eric was the other guy. Right.
Yep.
Eric. I leave him down in the lobby, and I call Noah Eric. Eric's going to feel neglected here. Noah, that Camco is another household name in the RV industry. There probably isn't an RVer out there that has not, at some point in time, purchased several Camco products. I know all of our New England dealers carry them, and I know that the lady to your left does videos for Camco. Talk about your relationship with Girl Camper and why that audience is important to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first, Bob and John, thanks for having me on. And Janine, it's great to see you.
Always, Noah.
Yeah, I've known Janine for 4 years now. And she is a blessing to work with. We talk all the time, whether it's about work or personal lives. She's a friend, very much a friend. And we work with her for photo shoots. We get product ideas from her and her community. We have a brand called Life is Better at the Campsite, and it's a lot of fun designs on a lot of products that people don't know as much about. People think of Camco and they know you want a sewer hose or a water filter or a water hose or something you need to have in your RV, and they think Camco. But we also have a new brand. It's about 4 years old now, and it has kitchen items, home goods, apparel, just fun items that have really great designs, designed by our design team. And Janine gives us input on those as well. So that's kind of a fun brand. So we work really closely with her on that. She comes down to our headquarters once or twice a year, and we always do some video shoots, some photo shoots. We have some fun. We have a campsite that's local to us, and we kind of hang out there and set up shop for a few days.
Always so much fun.
Yep. Talk about the size of the building and why it's important that most of your products are actually made in the USA.
Yeah, so that was something that was very interesting to me when I first started at Camco. Was you have an office and then you walk 50 yards away inside, and there's this giant manufacturing facility. So our building, or I guess in Greensboro now, we have a couple of locations. Now we have over 1 million square feet in Greensboro, I believe. So there's the building that does most of our manufacturing. We manufacture all of our sewer hoses right in North Carolina, and a lot of our water filters and just a lot of our goods that people know are made right here in Greensboro, North Carolina, which is where I'm from. It's really cool to see how those items are manufactured, and it's really good to know that the people who make those items. So it's cool to see what's going into it, and also just you get the rewarding part of being able to pitch an idea, a new product, and then see it from its conception to an engineer, to a designer, to the shelf, and to the dealership. So that's a really, really cool process, and that's something that I've enjoyed.
Noah, how important is that Made in USA sticker that is on your product? Because Walter Swenson, our good friend down there, just posted Made in USA in capital letters. And so many products that you see that are RV accessories are not made in the US.
Yeah.
Are you pushing that as a selling feature?
Absolutely. We have, I think it's over 4,000 products now, and we come out with 200 or so a year. And we always, or as much as we can, we make sure to have this Made in USA badge on our packaging. Our package designers are excellent. They're extremely talented, and we find a way to make sure people know these items are made in USA. I think we've actually looked at it before, data that talks about how important that concept is to an industry. And the outdoor industry has found that Made in USA is more important as opposed to tech industry or healthcare. RVers, outdoor enthusiasts care that it's made right here in the USA. Yeah, we know where it's coming from, and also it supports our local community as well. Those that live here in Greensboro or North Carolina or in Reedsville, we have a facility as well. So it supports our local economy more so because it's made here.
So is that Carolina blue right behind you in that Camco Outdoors logo? Is that Carolina?
It is not, but it could be seen. It's pretty close. I guess it's more of a Panthers blue. I'm a huge Carolina Panthers fan. So,
are you in Tar Heel country?
No, I'm about an hour west.
Oh, well,
yeah,
whatever.
Close enough. Yeah, I guess you could say Tar Heel country.
Close enough, right?
Yeah.
And I've been through that factory, John, and it's just thrilling to see all the people working there. And I've walked the lines there, and I've seen the hoses coming off machines that are made there, designed there, serviced there. I've been in their research and development department. I know how long it takes for a product to go from a concept to being thrown off the roof. I pulled up one day and they were dropping tote tanks off the roof to see how they would react. And it's just thrilling to, be part of that process with Camco and to see it all come together there.
I think all of us have more Camco products in our RV than we really know of because the labeling comes off on hoses and anything to do with that end of the business. But I'm sure that all of us, if we look through, we'd see how many products we actually have, stuff in the refrigerator to keep stuff from falling out of the fridge and that type of thing. So
it's always easy to find it at the dealership too, because the majority of them are yellow, right, Noah?
Yeah, that's what I was about to mention. It's extremely rewarding and just an awesome experience when you roll into a campsite, any kind of campground, and you notice the sewer hose is orange. Well, that means it's Camco. You have yellow products that are used for leveling. That's generally going to be a Camco product. Our water hoses, the colors of the products, our branding, again, it's the designers, the engineers have done a great job of marketing and helping us just create a brand. And so
recognize it. Yeah,
you absolutely recognize it. So you can walk into a campground and know, and I'll do it if I'm with my wife, her parents have a trailer, I'll say, that's a Camco product. That's a Camco product. That's a Camco product. So it's really, really cool to see. I love just walking around the campgrounds, and when we do photo shoots sometimes here locally, we'll talk to the people at the campground staying there, and sometimes we'll give away some product or talk to them about what they like about it, what they don't like about it. And we've gotten some pretty good feedback that way as well.
Super. Noah, thank you very much for joining us. We're going to be running up against the clock here in a little while, and I got a couple of more superstars to come on, but Janine will have a bunch of Campco stuff and talk to all our girl campers about Campco this weekend in Boston.
Yeah, I'm so excited about the pavilion.
The Campco starter kit. So when you buy your new RV at that show, I'm going to tell you everything you need from Campco to get going.
You are fantastic. All right. Thank you very much, Noah.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye, Noah.
Bye, Janine.
What T did, T went from a guest to an audience member. She went right out back of the audience and put up the
he's over there.
Out's Facebook page.
Tony Barthel is on, says, so nice to see Tony Sears. If I can stop bouncing here.
Encouraging.
So nice to see all the awesome friends here, and very encouraging and comforting to see these companies, Lippert Campco, keeping the jobs in the US of A. All right. Thanks, Noah. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks, John.
Bye, Noah.
Bye.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to drop you down now, Janine, because we have our two dealers coming up. And Bill Sell, I haven't forgot you. So we'll close with Bill and stay around, everybody, because we got an announcement on our program.
I'll keep watching.
Thank you, Janine.
See you tomorrow in person, though.
Yep. All right. So Randy was the first one to dial in tonight. So Randy Murray from Pete's RV. And did you shut the lights off in the store again, Randy? You got to, there you go. You got to stay close. Randy Murray.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, is the director of service for all of the Pete's 9 or 10 locations, Randy?
So 9 real ones, and 1 is a field in Maine that we haven't started digging a hole yet.
No, but it's going to be that
will be the 10th one.
Yeah. Yep. Right on Route 1 in Saco, Maine. Right. So you and our friends at Camper Inn are two of the larger exhibitors this year. What do you think is going to get attention from our fans that show up in Boston?
So I've been to a couple RV shows already this year. I wasn't going to tell you that, but I may have been in Pittsburgh last weekend. So I got a little prequel, and we may have stopped over in Cleveland and saw that RV show. So just kind of see what was heading east for us. Motors have been really huge this year, guys. So we're excited. We have a Seneca XT that we're bringing from Jayco. There's very few of those available in the country currently, and we will have one on sale at the show. So come early. I'm sure that one won't last very long. It's been the big iron so far. We're interested to see what happens on the East. Every market you go to, it's a little bit different because of kind of what's going on in that market. So we're really excited for Boston and to see, and we're coming in big as we normally do. And we'll have a ton of product there. We're representing Jayco very well with Jayco Motorized. Forest River, we'll have a huge Forest River display. Keystone, New Camp. So yeah, we're bringing it. You know, Chad Shepard, he comes in large, and that's what we're gonna do.
make Horky happy. He's coming in to work with you guys. He's I'll tell you, you'll say the same thing, because the Pete's team is probably the hardest working show team out there. But you guys don't stop. But you work almost as hard as Horky when he's not playing golf, right?
So Horky is a great rep. I've known Kevin for forever and forever, and we're friends outside of the RV industry. We're watching our kids grow up to kind of together, and Horky's just a great guy, and he is one of the hardest working guys in the industry for sure. And Horky, you can pay me when I see you this weekend, but.
And you'll be able to find Kevin at the show, because he'll probably have white sneakers on. He gets new sneakers for every show.
Kevin's shoes stay so clean. I don't know how he does that. He's not working with me.
He's
not in the back.
He's so popular. At the end of the show, he has to take them off and sign an autograph and give them to other people. That's why he's got a new pair every show that he has.
He sells them, whatever. But you know what? The Pete's people are always fun. They are hardworking. There is no baloney in that area there. Chad, he's like a machine. And,
there is not many harder working people that I have ever met than Chad Shepard. And that drives me to do what I do as well. So that trying to just keep up with him it's got me to where I'm at today. So yes, you work that hard. You got to play hard too.
Yeah, he leads by example, and he's the owner. So,
So
if he can work that hard, the rest of you guys better work
The thing
hard.
that I have seen Chad do that most people don't realize this. I went into Springfield a few years ago, the day before the show. He was working, setting up he was chalking out the floor and moving the unit.
So I'm in Mountville, Pennsylvania right now between the Pittsburgh show and heading to see you guys in Boston. And Chad was here yesterday with me loading up a U-Haul truck full of carpet, which he and a small team are laying today. So you got the owner of Pete's RV putting carpet down so we can put RVs on top of it. That's what Pete's RV does.
In Boston. Yep.
That's
way on the other side of Pennsylvania.
What's that? I'm sorry.
You're on the Pittsburgh side?
I am in Mountville, Pennsylvania, so I'm just outside of Lancaster.
Oh, okay. I know where that is.
Amish country.
What are some of the other brands you're going to have on display, Randy?
We are going to, again, heavy with the Jayco motors. We have New Camp. We're bringing in the 320, the 400, and the smaller one, Montana from Jayco. We'll be heavy with the Jayco towables as well. We'll have R-Pod there. So just a big gamut. We'll have a lot of heavy iron from the Forest River side. We're going to have the Cherokee Gray Wolf as we normally do. I believe we have some Sabres in there and a couple other fifth wheel products as well.
Hey, T's got a question for you, Randy. You better have the right answer. She says, Randy, do you have any Lippert products in your store behind you?
T, I bet if I looked through this store, I would find some, and there's a lot of Camco as well. Actually, my computer's sitting on a Rhino Extreme box right now.
Good question. Hey, don't gloss over that New Camp. I saw today the announcement that Pete's RV was one of the top 5 New Camp dealers in the East region.
We are very successful with that product. It's a great product and a great partnership we have with New Camp. I've actually been out to their production facility, and it's an amazing place out there. And it's kind of funny because the gentleman that owns New Camp, gentleman named Joe, I was like, Joe, you're the only Amish guy I know that has 2 $500,000 CNC machines.
Now, are you going to have the barefoot?
So that is on our inventory list. I don't want to deny or confirm that, but it is on the list of product that we have scheduled to be there.
All right. So all the people will have to come and see what the barefoot is. All right, Randy, we're going to let you get back to work. I appreciate you taking time to come on, and thank you very much for your support of Nerved in the show.
My pleasure, guys.
All right.
See you, Randy.
See you weekend, guys. Thanks, Bob.
What we got next? We got our friend from...
We saved the best for last with Bill Sell, but we got the second best for the second last. How's that?
I'll take it. And
Uncle Bernie is in the house.
It's so amazing the groups of the people that you've had on the show so far, and also all the people watching. It's an all-star night from every which direction. I feel so humbled to be amongst this group of wonderful individuals.
Well, I can take you off now and send you back to Manchester, to Merrimack.
Thanks, buddy. Really appreciate it.
What are some of the exciting things that Campers in RV, which started here in Acton, Mass, 62 years ago, and
what has happened in the last 56 years, right?
Yeah.
It's just an amazing thing. And we just had a meeting on Monday with the regional stores, and the groups of excited individuals coming over to Merrimack to visit and chat and kind of prepare ourselves for the show. It was just the energy level was through the roof. I just couldn't believe it. Everyone's so excited.
What's going to be your best seller in the show?
Well, best sellers kind of go back and forth, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens with the Imagines, Grand Design, the Transcends, of course, the Reflections, the Solitudes. But, we have finally a great selection of Rockwoods, the small ones. So the GeoPros are fully stocked up for the show. And we're very excited about that because they were put kind of in the back burner for a while and we couldn't get them. And they're a wonderful small camper. Of course, the mini lights and the Roos. So it's nice to even see a hybrid because I think it was over a year where they weren't even being produced. So we have a hybrid at the show. Fantastic.
Well, if you look at the campers in line, because you do have the Rockwood, and you'll have everything from a $20,000 camper to a $600,000 or $700,000 Tiffin, right?
Yeah, that's the fun of it, right? We have a little bit of something for everybody when it comes to Campers Inn. One of the great entry-level products that we bring in, but it's really well built and they really put things in the right place, is Springdale. Keystone Springdale. They do a fantastic job at a very reasonable price. We're very excited to carry a good line of those at the show as well. Yeah, and of course, and not to jump on what Randy was saying, but we brought some heavy metal, so we got some rock and roll going on with the Tiffin products.
It's getting a lot of attention. Are you going to have the Tiffin Super C?
We are going to have the Tiffin Super C. Yeah, the Allegro Bay.
Yeah.
What an exciting product. And I'm going to be probably standing right next to it. So if you want to come see Uncle Bernie at the show, I think I'm going to be near the Allegro Super C and, of course, the other products that we bring. I think we have a Phaeton. We have a couple of Allegro Open Roads. Yeah, and, of course, we have the Midas, which is a brand new B+ that they make. Wayfarer. We got a little bit of everything when it comes to Tiffin for sure.
Yep. And Tiffin has a little bit of everything too. They got that B with the one last name I can't pronounce. What's the B class there with the funny name?
Carrabba.
Oh yeah, Cahaba. Yeah, we don't have that at the show, unfortunately. But what we do have is the Gretsch. That Gretsch product is through the roof. They brought one over to Merrimack just to kind of show us what it's all about. And it is so well engineered, and it was developed by campers and people who really thought about the little stuff, how to keep it quiet when you're going down the road. One of the big things in motorhomes, right? They're noisy when you're going down the road sometimes, but the Gretsch, they got it figured out. Everything's balanced in the right spot.
A, B, or C?
It's a B.
B, huh?
Yeah. On a Sprinter chassis.
Sprinter, okay.
Yeah. And rumor has it, we have a great availability of them in the region, and Gretsch is able to produce this product in I don't even know if I should be telling you this, in less than 8 weeks. So if we have to order one, it's going to be ready before camping season.
Before Memorial Day comes, you'll be in your new motorhome.
That's right. That's right. Isn't that a beautiful thing?
Bernie, always nice to have you on. Do you have any last minute things or things that you might want to do?
Yeah, I know you mentioned that maybe I should probably sing a song, so I tried my best to put something together, and I hope you guys like it. And it's kind of related to traveling, because most RVers travel. I know some of them are destination people like yourself, Bob, but a lot of other folks, you never know, they travel, right? So I got a little ditty for you. Well, if you ever plan to motor west, Jack, take my way. That's the highway. That's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it winds from Chicago to LA. More than 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it goes from St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City. Whoa, so pretty, you'll see Amarillo and Gallup, New Mexico. Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingsman, Boston, San Bernardino. Won't you get hip to that kindly trip, Jack, and take that California trip. Get your kicks on Route 66.
There you are, folks. Uncle Bernie. Right. If you buy a motorhome or a trailer from him at the Boston RV and Camping Expo this weekend, Bernie will sing to you.
Oh, yeah.
We'll catch up to you in Boston, because I got the announcement for our early show in Bill Sell, and then we're going to wrap it up. But I want to get back and read some more comments too. Bernie, thanks very much.
Have a great night.
All right.
Thanks,
all right. So
we got so many comments.
The man. We're gonna run over a little bit, but we're gonna talk about some of those comments.
Well, that's some great stuff that we've heard today. By the way, it was Uncle Bernie's birthday, so he didn't even sing happy birthday. We should be singing for him. But yeah, all of the comments that we're seeing that people might not be able to be there with us because they're across the country. Well, we've got a solution for that. And Bob and John on Saturday morning, live from the lobby for the hour leading up to the show on Saturday morning are going to be doing the best of in person and the best of online together as a live event.
Look, if the NFL can do a pregame show, we can do a pregame show.
Right.
And we'll do it better.
We'll have happier fans.
Yeah,
because
we're going to rock them in Boston. So
everybody's going to be the home team on this one.
While you get there early before the show opens, or while you're standing in line for your tickets, look over to your left. We will be there. Bill's going to be producing that show for us, and always does a great job. He actually remembers the people who are coming on, so that's a little bit better.
Yeah, and we have some giveaways. Our friend Mr. Hunter, Earl B. Hunter, last week sent up a bunch of calendars that I got. I don't know. Did you get yours, Bob?
No.
Yep.
I got the flag and the decal. I think he was only sending the calendars to you.
Yeah, and I'll bring them to Boston. Yeah. So we'll have some calendars to give away, and the flag and the decal as well. So, but Bill, this is going to be kind of groundbreaking because a lot of these RV shows just open when they open the doors. But we're going to, we have found that for the past several years. In fact, I mentioned earlier in the show, we had to open the show 15 minutes early last year because it was last year, even with that baloney with the masks and everything, that we couldn't. The lobby was filled. So Carolyn said, "Hey, you guys, be ready."
Let's take a quick run through. Don says John predates the NFL, doesn't he?
Yep,
sure he does. Of course he does.
Yeah,
predates baseball too, probably. Go Bernie from Janine. Tony Barthel again. The Gretsch product is beautiful. It is. I've seen it. It's a hell of a Class B. Yeah. Janine said, looking forward to checking out the Imagine, Bernie. I love that RV. Adam Parks. What did Adam Parks say? Looking forward to this weekend. Well, you should. Adam won some tickets. Did you get them, Adam? I assume you did. Otherwise, you would have posted up and say, where the hell are my tickets? So, do you know, little trivia for John. Adam lives in Somerville, Mass. right now. And he lives less than a mile from where I grew up on Broadway.
Do they have a monument there? This is the boyhood home of Bob Zagami?
Yeah, there's a plaque out in front. Yeah.
Yep. I can imagine.
And somebody picked up a new Rockwood. Oh, yeah, Tony did. Yeah, you're right. Robert says, this has been a great show. Thank you for putting together an awesome lineup of hosts. Well, no, I think our guests deserve all the credit. There's so many incredible people in the RV industry. I'd say we could probably do this 5 nights a week, but I'd like to take some time off. So Jim Roy, I missed that, Jim. I was too busy talking to Bernie. I missed that it was his birthday. T said, that sounds fabulous. I'm not sure what he was talking about. Charles Butler, wish I was closer to the show. Would love to meet you.
Charles, watch the show. You'll see it exactly where you're seeing this show.
He wants to meet us in person and get an autograph. Never mind.
Where's but if he can't, the next best thing. That's why we're doing this.
How far away are you, Charles? We're straight down the Mass Pike. If you're in Massachusetts or straight down 90.
Right next to Logan Airport too, so you can fly.
Right, you can fly into the show. Yeah.
And you get a free Silver Line bus from Logan Airport to the convention center.
All right, Don says, when we go to New England, one place we want to check out is Booth Bay Craft Brewery.
And there.
And there. RV. Yep.
It's great pizza in there, too.
That is a good one. That's also a Harvest Host.
Yep. A great pizza.
Yep. T says, if you come to the Girl Camper Pavilion at the show, be sure to say hello to Megan O'Donnell Clements. She will be there ready and waiting to greet you and answer any questions you might have about Lippert Scouts or just in general. She's on here tonight. I saw that name earlier, but I didn't recognize.
That's excellent.
Okay.
She's been on many times.
Hawkey says, hello, Randy. Should be a great Boston show with Pete's RV and Cougar. Yeah. Well, look we are running over. Any last minute comments, Bill, before we
I just saw Walter's note there is still 24 watching. Actually, we have multiple streams going. When we do these shows on Wednesday evening, there are multiple streams. So there's only 24 on the one you're on, but we do have multiple programs that are in Facebook. But when we get on site on Saturday, anybody that is not with us will be able to watch us. If you're coming in Sunday, Monday, or even on the Friday part, and you want to just catch us on the pregame show on Saturday, it will be on the Nerve channel, just like you're getting us to watch us here today. On site, when you get there, if you want to be up close, you're going to have to kind of push your way through that crowd to get over to the anchor desk. But Bob's going to anchor it, and John's going to be on the side there having guests step up at the microphone and do some commentary and interviews with folks. So it's going to be an exciting, fast-paced event.
This is a thought from Walter. Walter and Scott Bear are doing a brand new seminar this year called Camper to Camper. He's got a panel of RVers, and they're going to answer the questions from an audience full of RVers. So if you want to learn about the industry, or you want to
uncensored answers, so they can say what they want. These are RVers talking to RVers, and it's not salespeople to customers. It is unfiltered.
That's 2:00 Saturday and Sunday, same time both days, Saturday and Sunday.
Upstairs.
Walter and Scott Bear, and Scott's going to be doing a little bit of market research. Scott does the market research for the KOA North American Camper Report and their monthly reports. So he's going to tell the audience about some consumer research that he's going to be embarking on.
Yeah, we really have some world-class talent for the seminar. So even if you already own an RV, folks, and are not looking for a new one, it's worth the price of admission to just go and sit in on the seminars, because these are not sales pitches. These are information, right, Bob?
Yep.
These are not sales pitches like
and it's not 101 level either the whole way through. There's a lot of stuff for the seasoned person here that you're going to pick up something new in every one of these sessions, whether it's John's looking at the national parks. There's just so many different programs that we're going to have there over the days of the weekend.
Also on the technical side, we got Mike Sokol on the electric side. We got Randy Murray. We got Ryan Hadley. We've got who's Chris Doherty. So I mean, it's some really heavyweight talent. Some of the best.
This is national talent. This is not.
Right. This is they're coming from all over to be with us. So we're really excited, everyone. Opens at 4:00 on Friday. John and I will be there throughout the entire show. And we love to meet as many of you as possible. I will be kind of stationed around the seminar area upstairs most of the time, doing some introductions and what have you. John will be roaming the floor doing videos, and of course he'll be the key personality in our Saturday morning RVing in New England live.
No, also keep one thing in mind: buy your tickets online. You can still buy them online, right, Bob?
Yep.
Buy your tickets online and avoid the lines. Whatever day you come, there will be lines, but walk in with the tickets and there'll be another line over, not another line, but another doorway with people who already have tickets. Walk right in.
Yeah, but you want to come at 9:00 so you can meet us and greet us, see the live show, and then when they open the doors at 10:00, you're all set to go, because I'll learn a lot more stuff on the live show also, because we're going to have guests that talk about what's behind the doors when they open them up.
Great.
All right, I'm going to play the commercial one more time. We're going to get out of here.
We'll see you Saturday.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. This was an incredible show.
Hi everyone, Stephanie and Grace here over at Lee's Auto and RV Ranch. We just wanted to take some time and explain why the little guy campers are in such high demand. Throughout the highs and lows of the market, the demand for the little guy teardrop campers has remained strong. And as one of New England's biggest teardrop dealers, we just wanted to explain why.
One of the biggest reasons for this is a lot of people don't want to upgrade their tow vehicles, buy a $50,000 to $70,000 tow truck to tow those big trailers. They want to keep what they have right now, an SUV, small SUV, and tow the teardrops. The 3 teardrops we have in stock range from 1,800 to 2,500 pounds, so very lightweight. We have 3 different floor plans, and we are bringing them all to the Boston RV Show, which is going on this month, the 13th through the 16th, and we're going to have a display there, so stop by and see us and see why these trailers are so popular.
Come check us out.
This edition of RVing in New England was a presentation of the New England RV Dealers Association. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.